Assalamu alaikum dear students. This is Department of English Government Postgraduate College Attak and I am Nasir Ali Shah. Students, we are reading the text of the novel The Old Man and the Sea. In our previous lecture we read that in Old Man's Sheikh, the old man Santiago and the young boy Manolin, they both were having dinner which the boy had brought from the terrace, which is a restaurant on a seaside. While having dinner, they are talking about their favorite game, baseball. The old man expresses his wish that in the past, when a great player of baseball, Dick Sisler, used to come to the terrace, and the old man had a strong wish to take him along with him on a fishing trip into the sea, but he was so shy, he was so timid that he could not request him, he could not ask him. Then the old man had asked the boy to request Dick Sisler, but he was shy as well, and he did not make any request to the Dick Sisler. Then after that, the old man expresses his another wish about his favorite baseball player, the great DiMaggio. The old man says that I would like to take the great DiMaggio fishing. Moreover, he says that the people say about him that his father was also a fisherman. This similarity seems to Santiago as an opportunity to ask the great DiMaggio if he ever came to the terrace. Due to this similarity, because his father was also a fisherman, and that is why he thinks that perhaps he had seen poverty in his old age, and the old man says that maybe he was as poor as we are and he would understand our request and our wish, and perhaps he would comply with our wishes and accept our request to go along with us to the fishing trip. Now again here we start reading the text. Their conversation continues at the dinner. The old man says, the great Sisler's father was never poor, and he, the father, was playing in the big leagues when he was my age. The old man tells the boy that Dick Sisler's father was not a poor man in his youth, and he was playing in the big leagues. Leagues mean a group of sports or sports clubs or players that play matches among themselves, or a sort of tournament. Means his father was also a great player and he was playing in the big leagues or tournaments when he was my age. When I was your age, I was before the mast on the square-rigged ship that ran to Africa, and I have seen lions on the beaches in the evening. The old man tells the boy that when I was your age, means he tells the young boy that in his early youth or in his teenage, he says that when I was your age, I was before the mast on the square-rigged ship. Before the mast means I was on a sailing ship as an ordinary seaman, not as an officer. Square-rigged ship means a ship with the principal sails at right angles to the length of the ship and extended by horizontal yards slung to the mast by the middle. It is an old type of ship with the sails. So the old man says that in his very early age he was on the ship and he went to the sea to learn the art of fishing. That ran to Africa. The old man sailed on that ship and that went to Africa, and moreover he says that I've seen lions on the beaches in the evening. The lions, students, remember that are a very important a sort of, we may say, characters in the novel. Though they do not physically appear anywhere in the story of the novel, they just appear in the old man's dreams. Often he sees the dreams about the lions which he had seen in his youth in on the beaches in Africa. The lions are also very symbolic in this novel. The lions represent the youth, power, energy, strength for the old man. That is why the old man again and again talks about the lions or dreams about the lions. I know you told me, the boy says that you have already told me, I know about this adventure of yours. Should we talk about Africa or about baseball? The old man asked the boy. Now should we talk about Africa, because both these are the important and favorite topics of the old man, talking about baseball as well as talking about Africa. Baseball, I think, the boy said. So the boy chooses the topic of baseball. Tell me about the great John J. McGraw. He said Jota for J. Here is the name of another great player of baseball. The boy asked Santiago to tell him about John J. McGraw. They say Jota for J. Means John J. McGraw means John Jota McGraw. In Spanish language, J is read as Jota. That is why it was his name. And in a shortened form, instead of Jota, J was pronounced John J. McGraw. The old man tells him he used to come to the terrace sometimes too in the older days. In the older days, mean in the past, he also used to come here on the terrace. But he was rough and harsh-spoken and difficult when he was drinking. Means he was, whenever he was drunk, he was very rough and harsh spoken. Harsh spoken means he was very rude and impolite, and very difficult when he was drunk. His mind was on horses as well as on baseball. His mind was on horses means he was always thinking about or talking about the horse races. At least he carried lists of horses at all times in his pocket and frequently spoke the names of horses on the telephone. It means that it was also horse races was his favorite game. He would have used to bet on the horse races. That is why he always carried a list of horses in his pockets, and frequently and most of the time he whenever talking to somebody on the telephone, he spoke the names of the horses. He was a great manager, the boy said. My father thinks he was the greatest. Here the boy tells Santiago that he was John J. McGraw. He's talking about John J. McGraw. He was a great manager. Moreover, he tells Santiago that his father told him that he was the greatest. The old man replies sarcastically about this remark, and he says, because he came here the most times, the old man said. The old man says that your father thinks about him being the greatest manager because he came here the most times. I mean, he often came here. That is why your father thinks about him in this way. If Roger had continued to come here each year, your father would think him the greatest manager. Here the old man names another player who is not very famous or neither a very good one. The old man says that if Roger, another baseball player, if he used to come here each year, your father would definitely think about him as being the greatest manager. Now the boy asks him, who is the greatest manager really, Luke or Mike Gonzalez? Here are the names of two other persons. And the boy asks the old man's opinion about one of them, who is the greatest manager. I think they are equal. The old man replies that in his opinion they both are equal, and the best fisherman is you. Here is very important remark of the young boy about the old man. While they are talking about the baseball players and their ability to play or to manage the game, about their being greatest manager, they are talking and discussing about different personalities. Suddenly the boy remarks about the old man, and he expresses his preference about the old man being the greatest fisherman. He says, and the best fisherman is you. No, I know others better. The old man, with humility, says that, no, I am not the best one. I know others better than me. Cueva. Cueva means maybe, yes, that is. The boy said, there are many good fishermen and some great ones, but there is only you. Here again the boy expresses his liking for the old man, and he very realistically admits that there may be good fishermen and some great ones as well, but there is only you. But in the boy's opinion, the boy thinks that he idealizes the old man being the greatest fisherman. That is why the boy expresses his liking and his preference about the old man. Thank you, you make me happy. The old man thanks him. He becomes happy about this remark of the boy while listening his praise. I hope no fish will come along so great that he will prove us wrong. Moreover, he expresses his wish. He says that I think, or rather I wish and hope that no great fish will come along that will prove us wrong. Means no fish can be so strong or great that I wouldn't be able to catch and subdue him, that in this way he could prove us wrong. There is no such fish if you are still strong as you say. The boy says that if you think yourself as strong as you think, then I think there is no such fish that it could prove you wrong. I may not be as strong as I think, the old man said, but I know many tricks and I have resolution. Students, this is again another very important remark of the old man. You should underline this remark of Santiago in your textbooks. He says, I may not be as strong as I think. Here is his very realistic approach about himself, because he is an old man. Moreover, he is physically quite weak. That is why he admits that he may not be as strong as he thinks, but he says, but I know many tricks and I have resolution. This thing shows his courage, his strength, his willpower, and his strong resolution. He says that despite being old and weak person, I know many tricks. This phrase shows his expertise, or his being an experienced fisherman. Moreover, he says, and I have resolution. Resolution means I have strong willpower. I have strong willpower. I am a resolute person. I am determined person. It shows his courage, his optimism, and his strong willpower. You should underline this remark of the old man and remember it, because you will have to quote it in different questions. You are to go to bed now so that you will be fresh in the morning. The boy suggests to the old man, now as being late in the night, he suggests to him that he should go to, or to mean should, you should go to bed now so that you will be fresh in the morning. I will take the things back to the terrace. Moreover, he says that all the utensils or pots and pans in which he had brought dinner from the terrace, he says that he will take them back to the terrace. Good night then, I will wake you in the morning. The old man bids him good night, and moreover he tells him that I will come to wake you up in the morning. Students, this is enough for today's lecture. We shall continue reading the text with explanation in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye and Allah Hafiz.